I am happy to be going around like Toa. It seems that the town has reset it, but we agree to help. We probably won't have a chance to get back into the old schoolhouse until we're done. See, that's terrible. Don't help out. See ya, sucker. Oh yeah, this is the flea market. That's what this is. Welcome one, welcome all to this fine stall provided by the generous merchants of Trista. Knock 'em dead out there, Bridget. I'll be cheering you on all the way. Also, once you're done, maybe we could, say no more. I was thinking the same thing. I really can't take my eyes off her for a second. Being the elder sister is suffering. I was only born a few minutes earlier, before she was too. Aw, but you're so good at being the big sister. This is our last free day of the year, so we've got to spend it together. It's my last chance to pull some pranks so great that they'll cement this year in people's memories as the year of Vivi. You should come join me, if you get the chance, V. I have plans. Just a quick, nah. Alright, mate. You're looking for a good present. How about this stone then? Nice and pretty, is it? And small to boot. Oh, it's really pretty. I feel a sort of comforting warmth when I hold it too. Kinda safe for certain, really. I actually got it behind the merchant for Heimdall. Said he doesn't even know how he got it in the first place. He ended up leaving it here because he figured he wouldn't be able to sell it. So you say, and yet here you are trying to sell it. Well, it does seem rather nice for a stone, but trying to pass off as a stone as a present just doesn't feel right. Though, I can see his point, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't rush into this too quickly. We might be able to find something even better. Let us keep looking. Do I seriously... I guess I have to finish this before I can even do anything else. Well then, I want to go down to the pawn shop. So let me get this straight. You're here to buy a present from that maid who used to work at your dorm? For a gal like that, I found this thing in the storage the other day that might just work. Storage? Okay, what is it? It's an antique bracelet. It's made of wool, and it's a pretty neat, nice color and texture and all, so it's got some gift potential. Maybe. If you replace the jewel that fell off, it'd be great. It's sort of plain without it, but it's still kinda nice. If you're not trying to pawn stuff you can't sell off on a poor, misguided young man looking for love, are you? Or you're not. I don't think a bracelet with no jewel is going to set her racing heart. I really want to get her something she'll love. I'm not just looking to buy any old thing. Let's not write this off so quickly. The only problem with the bracelets that's missing a jewel. If we bought that stone from the flea market and put them together, it might actually work. Good call. No sense rushing into purchase. Okay. Okay, then I got the idea. Let's get it. You know, Anton, I've got this idea. Doesn't this stone look like it fit perfectly into that bracelet we saw at the pawn shop? Now that you mention it, it really does. On their own, each seems wacky as a gift, but together, they might make a real nice present. Alright, you sold me. Wrap it up, stat. Yas! Cheers, mate! Having bought the stone, they rushed back to the pawn shop to pick up its accompanying bracelet. Once they had both, they tried fitting the stone into the bracelet. Well, what do you know? A perfect fit! It really is, almost like the two of them were made to be together. It's got this real nice handmade feel to it, and the stone has this strange warmth too. Thanks for that flash of brilliance. This should make the perfect present. She's going to love it. I know she will. With Sharon's present decided, they regrouped in the park. Anton explained his plan to bump into Sharon by complete happenstance and give her his carefully chosen gift. Once they were all clear on the particulars, they began part 2 of the operation, getting Sharon to the park. Is that you, Sharon? It's me, Elisa. Lady Elisa, how lovely to hear from you. May I help you in some way? Actually, there is something we'd like your help with. You're still in the old schoolhouse, right? Would you be able to come to the park in Trista? We'll meet you there. But of course, I would come to meet you no matter where you were in Zemirlia, and be there in 3 minutes or less for that matter. Alright, we'll see you there. But it might take us longer than 3 minutes to get there, so don't stand around waiting and being creepy if you don't see us. You can go pass the time somewhere else. Very well. I shall see you shortly then. Phew, that takes care of one big part of the plan. She shouldn't be long now. Think you're ready for this, Anton? Am I ever? My plan is foolproof. Sharon's got to cross that bridge to get into the park, so I wait for the perfect moment, walk around the corner by the forest, and start crossing it myself. That's how we end up bumping into each other. I'll say hello and then casually invite her to join me for a cup of tea. While we sit and talk and have a great time, I'll give her my present. Before we split up, I'll ask her for her contact details. See, the plan's flawless. Not a single thing could go wrong. Thanks to you guys, I even got the perfect present for her too. I feel bad for kind of tricking her, but I'm sure she'd forgive us for a little white lie like this. Nothing to do now but see if this works out. Here's hoping. There's a reason I always have a plan B. We are pitted against Erebonia's most capable maid, after all. Don't you worry about me, I can handle this just fine. It's been a long, hard journey to get this point, but my painful failures have only helped prepare me for this. Annie, Fran, look at me now. I won't let your rejections of me be completely in vain. Well, no matter how things go, we will hold back and watch from afar. So, good luck. Thanks, guys. I'll give it my best shot. Several minutes later, a lone figure appeared on the bridge. There she is! Anton, go, go, go! Right, let's do this. Step 1, the chance encounter. Oops, sorry. Almost ran into you, didn't I? Oh dear, my apologies. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going. Oh, not at all. I should have looked to see if there was anyone on the bridge before stepping out. Hold on, I recognize you. Ah, yes. You're the one I encountered in front of the station earlier. We're certainly running into each other a lot today, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. Boy, coincidence sure are funny things, huh? I mean, what are the odds that would happen? It's wild. Come to think of it, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Anton, a traveler from Reburl. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Anton. My name is Sharon Kruger. I'm the caretaker of Class 7's dormitory. While I won't be in Trista much longer, I do hope we might meet each other again during my remaining time here. The pleasure's all mine. Still, now that we've run into each other again, would you maybe like to get a cup of tea and talk for a while? With me, specifically. While I'm flattered by your offer, I'm meeting some people who are very dear to me. I simply couldn't make them wait. You must be able to spare a little time, surely. I mean, you're only a little ways away from the part where you're meeting them. If we sit at the seats outside the cafe, you'll have a clear view too. There's no way you could miss them. And I'll treat you. I really want to do something to thank you for giving me back my handkerchief that time, so please. I suppose you're right. Perhaps we could pass the time together until they arrive. Though I am rather curious as to how you knew I'll be meeting them in the park. Just a lucky guess, really. You were walking in that general direction, and it's a popular meeting spot, so... Anyway, shall we get going? We managed to invite her to the cafe, at least. Phew, that's one big hurdle cleared. And he's planning on sitting and drinking tea with her in that state? Can he really pull this off? I can't blame you for being worried. Well, all we can do is keep an eye on him and see how things play out. Oh, looks like they just ordered. Boom! Step 2 completed. That was a perfectly natural invite. Now comes the hard part. But I know I can do this. Master Anton, is something wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, me? No, it's nothing. But I've been meaning to ask. When we ran into each other the first time today, it seemed like you recognized me. Did you, or am I mistaken in that? I certainly did. As I recall, we met at the Academy Festival last year, did we not? I remember you dropping your handkerchief and me returning it to you. You really did remember me. Oh, I'm not sure I could forget an encounter if I tried. It proved to be a very memorable one. I dare say few would degenerate it into uncontrollable sobbing onto their friend's shoulder upon having a handkerchief returned. I suppose it's just well I returned the handkerchief when I did, even if it did end up soaking wet as a result. I was so amazed that woman was as kind and beautiful as you existed that I couldn't help myself. And once I reduced my handkerchief to a useless soggy mess, you were even gracious enough to offer me yours. I'll never forget the kindness you showed me that day, not in a million years. Oh, you really needn't make such a big deal out of it. I could hardly stand by and watch you cry in public without a usable handkerchief, could I? It's kind of embarrassing when you put it like that. How can that man live with himself? I guess social awkwardness just comes naturally to him. It looks like Sharon has a pretty good impression of him, though. Surprisingly, yeah, he might actually be able to get her contact details after all. As Anton and Sharon sat and talked, Anton gradually began to relax and start talking naturally, after a while. Oh, something's up. Oh, I'm all out of tea. As am I. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? Still, I think I should probably be leaving now. Oh, hold on. Couldn't you stay just a little longer? We could always order more tea if that's the problem. I'll pay for it and everything. I appreciate your offer, but considering that the people I was supposed to meet here have yet to arrive, I'm starting to worry. Should they be in trouble, it's my duty to go and find them and eradicate them from it myself. I'm sure they're just fine, though. What should I do? I've still got 5 more steps to clear before I can ask her for contact info. Well, Master Anton, if you'll excuse me, I very much enjoyed our tea time together. I shall take care of the payment myself, so by all means, please stay here and relax to your heart's content. Wait, there's something I need to give you first. It's a little thank you present for returning the handkerchief, and something for you to remember our meeting hereby. Anton gave Sharon the handmade bracelet. Oh my, this is a lovely little bracelet. Is this handmade? It has such a strange warmth to it too, and the design is so charming. Thank you, Anton. I will treasure this. I did it! She loves it! Okay, I've got the momentum here. Now all I've got to do is ride it. Time for the final step. Coolly, calmly, and casually ask her for her contact deeds. Sharon, can I ask you a favor? What favor would that be, Master Anton? I love you, please go out with me! What? What? Where'd that come from? What happened to just asking her for her contact info? What happened to those steps he was so insistent on following? A big gamble, but I'm not sure it's gonna pay off here. What have I done? That's not what I was going to ask her at all, and it's seriously playing the game over music. I've gone and ruined everything after coming so far, too. My, Master Anton. Oh, adios. I knew it. She doesn't know how to react. I knew this would happen. This always was what happens. I set out on a journey to change myself, but here I am, making the same mistakes I always do. I haven't changed one iota. And at this rate, I never will. I'm doomed. Doomed to keep repeating the same failures over and over and over again. Time to drag my carcass back to Ricky again. We might as well just pack up and go home. Please, don't look so upset. I'm very happy to know how you feel about me. Come again? It must have taken a great deal of courage to confess something like that to me, and some devotion to prepare your chance to. This isn't an experience I can claim to have ever had before, but perhaps this is one of my many forms that love can take. Or one of many forms. If it is, it's a beautiful one. Unfortunately, there are already people to whom I have pledged my love and devotion, so I am afraid I cannot return your feelings. But with the courage you've shown today, I'm certain you will one day find the happiness you deserve. Should we ever have the opportunity, I would be delighted to share another cup of tea with you someday. Please pass on my regards to Class 7-2. She knew. She knew. The only time that this track was ever used in a good way. I wonder how many seconds it took her to figure out we were involved. She's just the worst. Giving him a kiss and sending him away was pretty harsh even for her. Turned down again. It feels kind of weird though. I normally be crushed right now, but this time I feel refreshed. All things considered, after a proclamation of love like that, I don't think things could have gone any worse. I mean, any better. Same here. You might have gotten turned down, but you got turned down really well. You probably don't want to hear this from someone younger than you, but there's other fish in the sea. I'm sure things will work out for you in the end. Best of luck with your future romances. Love is one of life's greatest trials, after all. Finding love is hard as finding one is as hard as finding oneself. The harder you work at this, the better luck you'll have. Don't give up. Just don't lose sight of what makes you you, and things will turn out just fine, I'm sure of it. I really can't thank you guys enough for all you've done for me today. I do have this though, which might be a start. Take it. You've earned it. Thanks. Oh man, my heart's still aflutter from the whole thing. But I'll never forget the feeling of that kiss. It'll inspire me to find my true love forever and ever. Right, now I just need to decide where to go next. Sounds like you're all done here. Ricky, guess what? Something amazing happened to me. So it seems. Wanna grab something to eat? You can tell me all about it. And you know what? I'll treat you today. Really? Thanks. Perfect timing, too. I just blew the last of my money on a present and a bunch of tea. Well, see you guys. Take care. You too. Here's hoping we run into each other again someday. Nice. Divine Knight Errand. Yeah! I couldn't freaking complete that in the first game, somehow, but I did it here. Yeet. Look at this man, his overall achievements. I'm gonna get to A0, and you know it, buddy. Didn't I talk to, like, both store people here? Sorry, Dr. I did. And I talked to our bookstore owner, too, didn't I? Yeah, I basically talked to everyone there. Now I need to talk to people, like, in school. But I need to go visit Becky's little shop normally. Because I didn't actually get to see it. Sure. Well, damn, some of that is good for some people. What's with him all of a sudden? You know you love him, Becky. Give him the kiss. Oh. Toa needs to equip hers. Yeah, Sharon has hers. Elise needs hers on. And Anton needs hers on. I do hope that's everything. I hope I ain't missing out something. Can't really... well, I can go up. Just because that was there. It wasn't really in my way. So basically the stores here are basically like to catch you up on like things that you missed and stuff. Okay. The entire faculty is looking forward to the start of the new year. I wonder what sorts of new students will come to liven up the academy hallways. Have you gotten yourselves into trouble again? I swear your knack for it is particularly supernatural. And don't take that as a compliment either. It's something you need to fix. That goes double for you, Instructor Valstein. You may be on the verge of resignation, or whatever, but you are still a teacher. As such, I expect you to start behaving like one. Yeah, I get it. Just give it a rest already. No need to worry about us, sir. We're at the center of this, so we're going to see it through to the end, and come back right safe and sound. Well, you put it that way, I have no constructive criticism to give. It wouldn't be great for the Academy's new sterling image if something were to happen to you on your last free day. So I want you to promise me that you'll all return fully intact and in high spirits, no matter what. Got it? I promise. I'll take full responsibility for their safe return, but just this once. What's this? So your family really wants to push you into an arranged marriage, huh? I guess being a noble's rougher than I thought. Just when I started to feel like I really had a job worth doing, too. I feel as though settling down would just be throwing that all away. I think I would regret that for the rest of my life. But what do you think about all this? Well, if you ask me, I'd say you should do what you want, follow your heart and all that. If you really want me to take a side, I feel like you quitting would be a real waste. You'd be missed, too. Really? Yeah, I mean, you know, don't take that the wrong way or anything. just listening to you, I felt like I didn't want you to leave, I guess. Min's really taking a liking to you, too. That sounds like I'm just using her as an excuse to get what I want, though. But yeah. Thank you, Makarov. I think I finally made up my mind. Anyway, we're both here. Would you like to join me for some coffee? I'd like to discuss my lesson plans for next academy year. Sure, why not? I have to admit, I expected the old schoolhouse had already been plumbed of all its secrets. Still, given that you were on stalwart investigators all throughout the year, I'm sure this will be in good hands. As for those of you who are kind enough to assist Class 7, I hope that you lend them a watchful eye and helping hand. Well, yeah, they are my students. We're well aware that something's going on at the old schoolhouse, but we're leaving that to you. The principal and I can more than handle the academy. Anytime. Wait. No. Anything on the second floor? So you're getting yourselves involved. You're already getting yourselves involved in another mess. Like I care. Just don't bother me on your way back. Jeez, calm down, would you? Run. Margaret's dog's refusal to give up has always been one of her strong points, if you ask me. Personally, I think I would do well to follow her example in my post-graduation life. I hope Milliam will come and join us once she's done with whatever she's up to. What, are you trying to get some kind of crush on Milliam? My, who would have imagined that more wonderful mysteries still lurked within the old schoolhouse? What a delight! Oh, I just have to go look into it at once. I don't think that's the best idea at the moment. There's no telling what might actually happen in there. Yeah, I'm gonna suggest you take a hard pass on that. Oh, please, I was kidding. I wouldn't dream of rushing in there to discover those delights for myself. I'll leave the investigation legwork to all of you. Good luck. Ah, we get new weapons for them. Tell her you need a new one. It's gonna cost so much. Hold on. Okay, let's go on ahead and get their weapons. Oh, that makes sense then. I'm like looking at that like, what? Who the hell uses that? I was like, oh, right. Oof, so much Mira. Is this the new student council president? Well, because we have Toa in the party, I can't even really return in those reports until the game finishes itself. So, there's that. You really are great at taking pictures of expressions, and not just the expressions of people either. I don't think I have to worry about leaving the club with you after I graduate. Darn right, I'll make this the best club ever. The club will be so full of pics of cute girls, you won't be able to see the freaking walls. Never mind, I'm still worried. Oh, I knew it. I always knew there was something more stirring in the bowels of the old schoolhouse. Count yourselves lucky. Not everyone gets to see the curtain get drawn back on the 8th of the Academy's 7 mysteries. Oh, how I love Thors. This is the last chance our clubs will ever have to compete, so even if I'm alone, there's no way I'll lose. Hold on. That just made my sneeze louder. Maki's taught me too much for me to lose now. Watch and learn. I just got word one of the love stories I submitted got an honorable mention. They even said they wanted to run it in their magazine once spring comes around. To tell the truth, I'm shocked. This almost feels too good to be true. I don't plan on wasting this opportunity either. Not that I'm a professional, I have a duty to make sure that literature remains a key part of Erebonian culture. Of course, I also plan on making sure that my interests are properly represented inside literature. Alrighty then. God, that's just like, that one moment I paused until it was like, oof. Sure, why not? There's really nothing in here. Well, to the old schoolhouse.